happy Godzilla Day. Godzilla Minus One is coming. I'm very excited about this. Tickets went on sale for Godzilla Minus One, which is in IMAX. They're doing a special screening on November 29th at the AMC Burbank 16. Actually, not just the AMC Burbank 16. At IMAX theaters across the country on Wednesday, November 29th, is a Godzilla Minus One fan event. Tickets went on sale this morning. I got my tickets for Wednesday. Alan, you should get your tickets as well. We'll talk about Godzilla Minus One on that Friday. I have been a longtime Godzilla fan since I was a kid. Discovered the original Godzilla movie with Raymond Burr, which is really funny because I didn't find out until years later that Raymond Burr was shoehorned into the movie for the American release. It was released by American International Pictures, or AIP, which released a lot of the Toho monster movies in the United States. I was a huge fan of Godzilla just from day one because I was a monster movie fan. I'm talking about I was a monster movie fan when I was like 3 years old. Okay. And I learned to read a newspaper just so I could read, like, before I went to school. I just wanted to know what time monster movies were on. And I would read the TV guide and circle and plan out my schedule of when I was going to watch, The Ghoul. I know if you're from Michigan and you're of a certain age, you know who The Ghoul is, or Sir Graves Ghastly, or Creature Feature, or the 4:30 movie where they would have Godzilla Week. They would literally show a Godzilla movie every day. I quit the Cub Scouts because of Godzilla Week, because it conflicted with my TV watching. Okay, so I went down a certain path. Becoming a Godzilla fan also got me to buy movie magazines like Famous Monsters of Filmland, which was edited by Forrest J. Ackerman. Forrest J. Ackerman, claim to fame, he created modern fandom. We're talking about, like, as a kid, like in the 40s and 50s, he was the first person to cosplay at a convention. He created Famous Monsters magazine, being a fan. But so that's how I got into all this. Godzilla was sort of a gateway to all other kinds of monsters. And a recent DVDs Day on the Film Threat YouTube channel, I talked about the Criterion Collection Godzilla, this sort of book set of, well, it's a couple things. One, and I have two sets. One is standard def, one is Blu-ray. And they have the original Japanese subtitled in English versions of these movies. I'd never seen them, and they're very, very different. In any case, that's my Godzilla story. I'm a big fan. If you've seen that, I was going to do a trailer reaction to Godzilla Minus One. There are way too many spoilers in it. I was looking at the comments, and under the comments, people are all complaining, too many spoilers, too many spoilers. I don't think we should do a trailer reaction. It just gives a lot away. Just check out the trailer if you want to see it. If not, go in blind. And I've seen this trailer. I've seen one version of the trailer. It's more of a 1-minute teaser in theaters on an IMAX screen. Incredible. Yeah. Alan, your thoughts on?
Well, I just wanted to mention that, we are having kind of a meetup the day before on November 30th, which is when it opens.
Yes.
So I will be in Burbank to watch it, and we will have a guest. I don't know if this person wants to reveal that they'll be there. Oh yeah, Miss Piccoffee will be there.
Yeah, well, there is going to be, okay, there's a bigger meetup happening, and I can't talk about it yet.
Oh, okay.
But it might rhyme with Schmerdrotic. And it's happening that same night, probably that Thursday, if not.
Oh, okay.
In any case, I will let you know.
Yeah.
I will let everyone know, but there are going to be a lot of people there. It might even rhyme with Schmexray Girl. You never know. They're all going to be there.
You mean my schmotter?
All right. Anyways, yes, there'll be like we will announce details when I am allowed.
Okay.
Meaning I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna. Yeah. I'm not the one arranging it. I'm part of it. I have suggested a location. So there you go. Anyways, thoughts
it's not on the patio, is it?
No, the patio is too small. Okay, Alan, your thoughts on Godzilla or anything you want to say about it? Today's Godzilla Day. I think it's the day that the original Godzilla was released. back in what, 1954.
Mhm.
So I've just been a longtime Godzilla fan, and you've seen the movies. Honestly, I'm going to say I have not been a huge fan of the American versions of Godzilla. I think the true versions of Godzilla are Japanese. You've seen the costumes get better. They got a little whimsical and more for kids in the 70s, and then that kind of changed, and they kind of redid some of the lore. And this Godzilla Minus One just looks like a whole other level.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you,
I was watching
I'll say the change in Godzilla occurred in the 60s, 70s when he became more like Barney in terms of Godzilla was rounded out instead of the sharp features of a reptile. He became kind of a balloon type character, a puffy, cushiony character, and with big Disney eyes, and that's kind of, having watched the Japanese series recently, there was a definite distinction there. I'm excited about this just to kind of see, if there was a series that needed a modern update. I think Godzilla is one of them, and thankfully the Americans aren't doing it,
and
they are doing it, but this one is not.
The way to do it is to take it seriously.
Yeah.
And this is why I like the approach. I like Shin Godzilla. I know people have different issues with it. I really love Shin Godzilla. It's not what you think it is. It's a lot of it is something of a commentary on the nuclear accident in Japan and how emergency services reacts to things. So there's a little bit of commentary on there, but Godzilla was always a social commentary.
It was always about nuclear war, and
it was about nuclear war and what man has created. Man created this monster, Godzilla, and we now have to suffer for what we created. So,
by the way, Oppenheimer is still in theaters. So.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be a great pairing. Double
Godzilla and Oppenheimer.
Godzilla and Oppenheimer.